A sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New Orleans Saints. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Right away, they'll change the look. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Play action this time with Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash!
Here's Miller on the read option. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game, as it's 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Miller is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Point after here coming up. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Love. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They run once more with Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And end inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Touchdown grab. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9 from the 44. On play action, they'll throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they get back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
A throw over the middle taken in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Stephanie! 70 Rangers! Warriors, 70! Hustle!
Back to throw here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on first down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9. Olave motioning to the left. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Touchdown, Saints! Chris Olave, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Again, it's Dillon. Escaping a tackle at the 25. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Musgrave's got it out right, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Now back to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Love wants to shift things around. down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
19-18. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
19.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now a 3rd and 6.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers, 19 Lions.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. Option handoff here to Miller. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll set up to throw. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Black Ultra. Ready.
First down, Love to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake, Love. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. On now is the Packers punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin with a run by Miller. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and a couple.
Check match. Check match.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second and 9 now. That's complete to Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll start by running the option to the right. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Love with a give to Dillon. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Jordan Love ready on first down here.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Fight, 97. 6, 7. Flight blue.
Here's Love. And Rudolph has it left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Packer 60, Packer.
Inside handoff now. Miller. Not much there. Maybe to the 35.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
And the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw here. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
7 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. This will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Here's Love. Throws right side, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Love.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Love looking to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now Love. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Come on, set. Go.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So they stay alive.